guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by, you're highly welcome into Nessa's Fantasy. I'm Nessa. I'm talking about Bahrain. I mean everything you need to know about Bahrain. So in today's video, I'll be telling you some reasons why you can get deported on your arrival in Bahrain. But before doing that, please press on the red subscription button below if you haven't subscribed. And please turn on your post notifications so you're going to receive notification every time I upload a new video. And you've been watching my video so far. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Every subscriber here matters, and every viewer here matters. So I'm so grateful. So let's dive in straight to the point. So some of the reasons why you might get instantly deported on your arrival in Bahrain is the presence of drugs. Let's say you are being caught with drugs, you might be deported. And you might be deported, that's 50-50, because there's a possibility you might get locked up. Usually what happens is if you're caught with drugs in Bahrain, that's not only in Bahrain but anywhere. If you're caught with drugs, what happens is they take you to prison and sentence you for a period of years. Like my former video I made, they caught an African with drugs, and she had been in prison for 5 years. That 15 years, she has to be in prison for 15 years. After being in prison for 15 years, she's supposed to pay a fine for 5,000 Bahraini dinar, and then she can be repatriated back into her country. So, but in this case, you can also get directly repatriation. You can also get repatriated if you are being caught to drugs. That's if the officers in on seats are very nice and maybe understanding, and maybe they don't see that, yeah, this is really your fault and stuff. But if they see that this is your fault, you might not like get repatriated, you get locked up and you will be spending part of your life in jail. So let's move to this next point, which has to do with your dressing code. Like I always say, and I said it in my introduction, that in Bahrain, of course, Bahrain is a free land, man. It's a free land. Like people, any nationality is able to come here. You can come and enjoy yourself and stuff. But apart from it being a free man, it should be a free man's land. I beg your pardon. Apart from it being a free man's land, it's also a Muslim country. It's an Arabic country. Their official language is Arabic. So dressing modesty and dressing decent has a lot. It has a lot of role to play in your life. If you come to Bahrain, let's say on your arrival, you're putting on something, all your breasts is out, dressing so indecent, my guy, my sister, you might get deported. Let's say you're coming, you're looking like one mad person. If the officers in seats or the officers you meet are not like the type of people who take any nonsense from people, then you might find yourself back into your home country. So if you're planning to travel to Bahrain, when arriving, at least dress up modestly, look good, dress up like a human being. Now I'm not saying you're just like an animal, but you should dress up like a human being. You should look well decent, don't get yourself into something which will lead you to deportation. And the next thing we'll be talking about is expired passport. For example, usually they don't accept people whose passport is 6 months less. Like if your passport is within 1 to 6 months, you cannot travel because you have to go and renew it, right? So um it's normal for people who have their passport, let's say their passport is 1 year old, 9 months, 10 months old, then it's okay for you to travel. But if you come to Bahrain and your passport is like 1 month to 1 month to 1 month to 6 months, then there's a high possibility that you might get deported, because they're like, okay, what if your visa, let's say the visa is for 1 year and you're going to be in the country, so you in that 1 year you have to go back to your country. No, they want you to be there, spend the money. So at this point they might just easily deport you back into your country. So if you're traveling to Bahrain, you should make sure that your visa is at least 1 year old or 2 years or even 5 years. Like you should make a new visa before traveling. It happens to other countries, but like I said, I'm talking about Bahrain, so I specifically deal with things happening in Bahrain. So move to the next one, which has to do with no hotel reservation. If you're coming to Bahrain and you're coming with a visit visa, and you don't have a hotel reservation, there are two things: you should either have a hotel reservation, or you should have like a contact of somebody you're come to stay with in Bahrain. So if you're coming into Bahrain and you don't have a contact, or you don't have a hotel reservation, and where are you going to stay? They don't want something that somebody walking on the street and be begging for money. Hell no. You are supposed to have all these things. So if you're coming and you're coming with a visit visa, let's say, I don't care, 1 week, 2 week visit visa, you're supposed to have your hotel reservation, or you're going to have a photocopy of the person you're coming to stay with. Yes, the CPR. You're going to have the person's CPR, the photocopy. That's the ID card. You're supposed to have the ID card, so you can present it at the immigration, the to the immigration officers. And if you cannot present these things, anyways, before leaving from your country, they always ask for the reservation. Like in Cameroon, personally, like when I was leaving from Cameroon and I was traveling to Dubai, I was traveling with a visit visa. They asked for my hotel reservation. Anyways, by then my father had made everything very easy for me, so I didn't have stress. But there was like a lady who was back behind me who didn't have hotel reservation. Oh my god, they dealt with her so mercilessly. I mean, they were bent on frustrating her at the airport. So you should have this thing. It's very important. These are one of the documents you should work on when you're traveling. No matter where the country is, as long as you're going with your visit visa, make sure you have your hotel reservation. And the next thing is expired visa. So when I talk about expired visa, let's say your visa has been issued 3 months ago and you have a 3 month visa that has been issued 3 months ago. On your arrival, your visa can get expired and you cannot stay in the country without a visa, so you might get deported. So what will happen is, one advice to you from me to you is, if you're traveling and your visa has been approved, let's say 2 days, maximum should be a week, you should leave that country. You shouldn't stay for long, because or maybe financial help. Anyways, before you want to travel, or before you think, or before you plan of traveling, make sure you have money, because oh, there's a lot to do out here. So if you're planning to travel and your visa has been issued 1 week, travel early. Don't wait and say, or let the how do they call these people, agent, let the agent not tell you that, oh, you still have time, you can come even next year. Hell no, you cannot come. The agent is not the immigration officer. You might get to the immigration and then they tell you something else. They'll be like, no, your visa is expired, what will you do? So this is another thing you have to, work on. Or this is another advice I'm telling my viewers, so you don't get into a mess once you arrive your country of destination, any country. No matter the country you're going to, these are some of the reasons why you can get deported. And if you have other reasons why you can get deported that I have not listed below, you can still give it down in the comment section, and I'll also be glad to indicate or to get more info from it. But for the meantime, this is my research, and these are the things I know and I think that are necessary or might get you deported from Bahrain. I mean, instant deportation. If you forgo all these things, like if you don't do all these things, you might get deported. So yes, that's it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much if you've been watching my video so far from beginning till now. I'm so grateful. Please do not go without giving me a thumbs up, sharing my video, and telling a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my video. Guys, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's just one click and you subscribe to my channel. So please tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to Nessa's Fantasy, like my video, share, subscribe, and give out your suggestions in the comment section. I'm always willing and open for correction, and I'll be willing and ready to reply your messages, whatever comment, positive, negative. I'm willing to learn from all of them. So I'll be seeing you guys again in my next video. Ciao, ciao.